Okay. Now understand. So for example, if I say this part, if I say this part, that ma'am, the frequency is 10 hertz. So what does that mean? You just said that, ma'am, it would mean 10 rounds in 1 second.
Yeah.
So my point of is that what is the time period of one round? What is the time period of one round?
1/10.
1/10. So you will say that 10 rounds happen in 1 second. So one round
Yeah.
happens in 1
1
by
by
10
10.
seconds. So this is the time period of one revolution.
Yeah. This is the period, right?
Yes, time period of one revolution. Yes or no?
Yeah.
That means what? So can I say the time period? Capital T is what? Time period of one revolution. That is equals to 1 by frequency. Because if
Yes.
I say the frequency is F, so you will say the person is doing F rounds in 1 second. So one round will take how much time? 1 by frequency. So time period of one full round or revolution would be 1 by
Mhm.
F. Are you
Got it.
understanding my point?
Yes.
Okay. So this is the
Yeah.
relationship between time period and frequency. That to move
Yeah.
from one point to another point, get back to the same point, to move one full round, this shall be my how much time are you taking to move one full round? Basically, that is called frequency,
Frequency.
right?
Okay.
That is called time period. Sorry.
Yeah. Sorry. Yeah.
Okay.
Got-
Understood
Yeah.
up till now.
Yeah.
The
Got it.
amplitude we did frequency, we did time
Yeah.
period. Now understand. There is one more term. The another term would be the phase. The phase. You sometimes call that phase, or we sometimes call it as a phase difference.
Big difference.
We
Yeah.
sometimes call it as a phase, or we sometimes call it as a phase difference. You understand? Now, just see.
Yes.
When we talk about the phase or the phase difference, you know, what is happening? Just see. When we talk about the phase or the phase difference, this basically means what? Understand. So let's suppose there are two bobs now. This is one red bob. So here we will see the shadow of the red bob. Here we have this
Yeah.
green bob, and we will see the shadow of the green bob.
Yeah.
Right? Now, it is the phase basically depends upon the starting point. The phase basically depends upon the starting point, right? What do you mean by the starting point? For example, when you push the red bob, it is definitely going to go along this radius.
Yeah.
And the green bob is actually of the same radius. I hope you're understanding.
Yes.
So when you push the green bob shall always. But the point is, I started with the green bob not at this position. This should have been the position. But at time t equals to 0, when the red bob was here at point A, the
Hmm.
green bob was here at point B. The green bob started at point B. So do you understand that the green bob already
Yeah.
is at an angle, some theta angle forward?
Yes.
So basically, I would say that the green bob is already at point B, and obviously you understand that it is not happening on its own. We have pushed it, so there is some human force which is trying to push it from B point, and then we expect the green bob to go around the full circle and come back to point B.
Yeah.
But if we keep my A point as my reference, I hope you're understanding that this red point should have been my starting point.
Yes.
Do you understand my point?
Yeah.
And here, if I look at the green part, definitely this position is definitely my mean position. With respect to the green shadow, the X point is my mean position, isn't it? But the
Yeah.
shadow started to move from here. That means at this distance X, and here x was 0, and here x was 0. Do you understand my point?
Yes.
What does that mean? You tell me. What does that mean?
Phase
So I will
phase
say,
difference with
yeah. So the phase difference between A and B is phi.
with X. X
But
or theta.
x is the
We
path
use
difference. X is the path difference. That's a path difference. Because when the shadow of Bob A is at point T, you know, is at point T, you understand?
mhm,
At the same
yeah.
time, the shadow of B is at the point this, point B dash.
What is the unit of the phase difference?
It's an angle, so degrees or radian. Phase
Okay.
difference is an angle, so the unit shall be either degrees or radian. It is up to you, but SI unit shall be radian. So this is the phase difference. So if I have to see that, automatically the bob B is at phase difference forward. So you understand now there is a starting point difference basically. If the red bob is starting at point A and it goes here, so the shadow comes here. But in the same time, so let's suppose it took me 2 seconds. So but since we are
Mhm,
starting with the green bob from here at t equals to 0, so next 2 seconds I would be here. So
yeah.
definitely, the bob B shall always be that much angle ahead. And corresponding to that angle, there is a path difference here.
Yes.
Are you understanding my point?
Yeah.
So that is the concept.
Okay. Got it.
Understood or not?
Yes.